United States Marine, former, along with his wife, his late wife, Ashli Babbitt. You know about Ashli, right? She was there on January 6th. She traveled alone. She wanted to see the president. She wanted to see that speech. After the speech, she peacefully and patriotically walked over to the Capitol. We have photographic proof of that. We also have proof that she was peaceful throughout the day, that she walked into the Capitol. She didn't break her way into it or anything like that, that she was directed by law enforcement to go from one side of the Capitol to the other. She did that. And then we saw a complete breakdown of professionalism, of morality perhaps, on the part of the police. Officers just walking away inexplicably, standing right next to her, allowing her to move to a position of danger. And then, well, Michael Byrd, of course, the lieutenant of the Capitol Hill Police, who fired the fatal shot, the single shot, and he's been promoted. He's actually been promoted. Well, the whole thing is outrageous. I am pleased that there is a lawsuit that has been filed on behalf of the estate of Ashli Babbitt against the United States of America. Host Aaron Babbitt on this show. Aaron, welcome. How you doing, and how does it feel to have this filed after 3 years?
Bittersweet. Very, very bittersweet. I mean, I wish it never got to this point for a multitude of reasons. I mean, I wish, obviously, Ashley was sitting next to me right now. And I also wish that there was a effective investigation that was done, you know, prior to this even having to come to fruition. But I'm happy that we have done the most comprehensive.
They sure didn't do it. They brushed it under the rug. And, you know, before you got to the point of the lawsuit, did you get any kind of explanation from them? Any kind of, well, look, we're really sorry about this, but it was a bad day. Or was it just what we saw in public records, that, yes, he was authorized to do this, and, you know, we stand by him?
Public record. Definitely public record. That was it. I got nothing of substance.
Well, there's a lot of substance in this. And a shooting like that is not a good shooting. You can talk to anybody in law enforcement, they'll tell you that. And we have this incredible moment, 1 minute after Michael Byrd shoots your wife, he gets on the radio in a rather panicked fashion and says the following. A lot of this is misleading and confusing, or maybe not so confusing. Let's take a look, Aaron.
We got shots fired in the lobby. We got shots fired in the lobby of the House chamber. Shots are being fired at us, and we're prepared to fire rocket them. We have guns drawn. Don't make somebody leave that in. Don't leave that in.
Your team determined that was 1 minute after he shot your wife, Ashli. 1 minute after. He says, we've got shots fired, and there are shots being fired at us. He's lying? He's covering up? What do you make of that?
Yeah, it was within 1 minute. I don't think we have the exact seconds down, maybe like 35 seconds, but he's panicked. He's panicked because he knew what he did. And I think he also acknowledged that there's no CCTV footage in that area. So he wasn't expecting a bunch of cell phones to be recording him, and recording that, and cameras recording that whole incident. It's disgusting. It's sad, but I've been holding on to that for a long time. I've known that for a while. A gentleman by the name of Joe Hanneman with the Epic Times actually brought that to our attention, so I got to give him the credit for that.
It's a radio transmission that is absolutely, I mean, it's a game changer, completely and totally. It shows cognizance of guilt, and that thing with the CCTV. Let's hear from Lieutenant Michael Byrd about why he fired at Ashli.
When you fired, what could you see? Where were you aiming?
You're taught to aim for center mass. The subject was sideways, and I could not see her full motion of her hands or anything. So I guess her movement you know, caused the discharge to fall where it did.
And what did you think this individual was doing at that moment?
She was posing a threat.
You know, the fake news went bananas, and they were very, very sympathetic. But I think that interview, he revealed a lot of information that is very useful for your side. And what he said right there is actually kind of incriminating, isn't it?
Yeah, it's huge. But he's using, I mean, everybody likes to use pronouns nowadays. He's using her and she. He admitted in that same interview, he didn't even know he had shot a female until later on that night. So he admitted he didn't know he shot a female. He admitted he had never seen her hands. He admitted he didn't know it was in the backpack, but her hands were most visible. But he's talking about a backpack. This whole interview was trash, Greg. Like, I mean, thank God for it, I guess. But I don't know who put him out there.
Well, he's still working for the Capitol Police. There was a lot of negligence, it looks like, you allege, and it's